Joining me now to weigh in on all of this is Michael Brown. He is former FEMA director. Sir, thank you for joining us. I mean,
my pleasure, Melissa. Good to see you.
How surprised are you by this? Have you seen this kind of behavior before?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. There's always anecdotal stories of someone who's taken a truckload of supplies into a disaster zone, and either somebody, a private citizen, commandeers the truck, or there are always allegations that somehow FEMA has confiscated the truck. Well, I can tell your viewers that they can rest assured that FEMA never confiscates supplies going into a disaster zone. But what I have seen and what I have witnessed, and I'm not surprised by, is that we always worry about scammers, whether it's roofing scammers or someone scamming, an insurance or whatever it might be. But these kinds of activities actually do take place, where people pretending to be FEMA people may commandeer a truck of water or a truck of food or cots or something and then go sell it on the black market. Now, whether government officials are doing it in this case or private citizens are doing it, that's what the FBI is going to investigate and find out.
So that's
and bully for them for...
Yeah, no, I just want to say that's what the special agent said, that they were looking into complaints that mayors of local municipalities or people associated with their offices were giving their political supporters special treatments with the goods, and they're not giving them to other people who needed it.
Not surprised.
No.
I think that's rare, but when you get into these kinds of situations where people are in dire need, we should never be surprised what human nature can cause people to do. And I just wouldn't be surprised if in certain, isolated circumstances, that kind of favoritism is being played. FEMA will not stand for it, a U.S. attorney won't stand for it, and the FBI won't stand for it.
So this is the underlying theme of this story, though, that is distressing to so many people, is that the reason why Puerto Rico had fallen into such bankruptcy, a large part was the corruption in the government, that's why, their infrastructure, their energy system, was in such a fragile state because the money had been mishandled, misused, stolen, and it was just the corruption. And when they went into bankruptcy, we thought, well, they're going to have to get their act together in order to get back on track. Then the hurricane comes along. These people need electricity, so they're in a spot where they desperately need this help, and we don't want the people of the territory punished. But it doesn't clean out the corruption if we just go in and do a rescue. Like, how do you deal with rooting out the corruption at the same time when you need to save the people?
Well, and that's exactly what's taking place here. And I think FEMA has done exactly the right thing by alerting both the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office so that they can start looking into it. Because if indeed that is what's happening, these people should be held accountable, and they should, they're entitled to a fair trial. And if they're found guilty, they should be thrown in jail. Because this is the absolute worst thing that you can do when you're trying to conduct a humanitarian effort to take care of everyone, is to have somebody playing favorites. And I can just tell you, as a former FEMA director, I find it appalling that there are even these allegations. So I want the FBI to do as thorough of an investigation as they can, and by golly, if they've done something wrong, then you know what, prosecute them.
Michael Brown, thank you for coming on today. We appreciate your insight.